I'm in the mood for something exotic, something totally different.
How about Mediterranean?
That's not different. I cook Mediterranean every day. Pasta, olive oil, olives.
And that is Mediterranean, but I was thinking more towards the other side of the Mediterranean. You know, North Africa, Tunisia, Morocco.
I know exactly where to go to get the ingredients. So today on Between the Eats,
We're cooking new Mediterranean.
here we are in our local oil and vinegar store, and they have a whole new Mediterranean section. Is this what you were talking about?
That's exactly what I was looking for. And in fact, they have a tagine. A tagine is traditional Moroccan cookware, and it's like the world's first crock pot. And what's beautiful about them, besides the fact that they're beautiful, is that not only can you cook in it, but then you can serve right to the table.
Between the eats.
Between the eats. Look at this. We have
cool.
a nice product right here. It's called Tagine sauce, spicy lemon. This is going to be perfect for the chicken dish I have in mind.
Great, and let me grab some sides. How about some couscous and some more shrub for my flatbread?
Okay, perfect.
All right, let's go. So David, tell us what we're gonna make in this beautiful tagine.
Well, you know, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? We have to have a very traditional Moroccan meal. And chicken is always acceptable by everybody, right?
Yes.
So don't be scared of a tagine. A tagine is simply a pot to cook in. Like literally, that's all it is.
Okay.
So we're gonna heat this up like we would any skillet, any pot, and we're gonna add a little oil to the bottom. And I'm gonna make a chicken dish, and it's a very traditional Moroccan chicken dish. It's lemon and olive chicken.
Yum.
And really what a tagine is it's a slow cooker. So we're just gonna have chicken drumsticks here. And the reason I'm using chicken drumsticks is it's a cut of chicken that can cook for a long time, stay flavorful, stay juicy. If you did boneless, skinless chicken breasts, you're not really gonna like the meal because what it'll end up being is dry and stringy. So you really wanna go for the dark meat with this.
Okay.
Okay, so as you can see here, it is getting nice and warm, and we're just gonna add our chicken to it. While I'm doing that, you can kind of get our aromatics going if you don't mind. Our aromatics are garlic and onion, some lemon, cinnamon.
Great. So tell me again why we're gonna keep the skin on.
Well, there's a very good reason to do that, and it really depends on what dish we're making.
Okay.
In a dish like this where we're cooking for a long time, we kind of want our vegetables, our aromatics to be big and chunky.
Okay.
And what happens with leaving the skin on is we're extracting flavor from the skin of the onion, and we're adding a little more color to the dish.
And same with the garlic?
The garlic's the same exact way.
Keep the skin on.
Yeah. If this was a final dish, we would want to definitely peel our onion and our garlic.
Okay, and we're using lemon today, but you can also use oranges.
Any citrus will work nice. This is traditionally is a dish made with lemon. In fact, they use a cured lemon in Morocco.
Okay.
We're not doing that today, and it works just fine.
Okay.
I'm also going to add a couple cinnamon sticks to the dish.
How beautiful.
Get our lemon in. I like to squeeze it just to get some of that lemon. And this is a slow cooked dish. So it's fast to put together, and then once it's all put together, you get the lid on. And once you get that lid on, you just kind of set it.
You don't open it.
You're right, just let it go. And that heat's gonna circulate inside this dome lid.
And moms at home, you can put this on like when the kids get home from school, and by the time you're home from baseball practice, you have a beautiful dinner.
So at this point, once the chicken has started to get nice and brown, we want to turn it over. Get that crispy brown skin on top. And the last thing we do at this point is just finish filling up what we need in here, which for me, I'm gonna start with this beautiful seasoning sauce that came from our store. And it has all the flavors that you want for this dish in it. All of your spices all in one jar, and just makes the meal a lot easier and less expensive for you because it's a one-pot meal. You don't have to buy all the specialty spices.
Easier for time too.
Time.
Just to add a little bit of that, right?
Right. And this way you have your cardamom and all the flavors that go into this dish already here for your chicken. All right? Now we're adding the second star to the dish, which is the olives. And we did purchase these olives at the store as well. But really any olive, especially Mediterranean olive, will do. And then the final ingredient at this point will be some good, healthy chicken stock. And of course, if you want to make your own, that's the way to go. But there are quality, already jarred stocks that you can find. Last step, cover it up. It'll be in there cooking for 2 hours. The reason it takes 2 hours is it's a dish you really want to break down and have nice and tender and juicy. So 2 hours in the tagine, low heat. It's going to be perfect. You have a flatbread for us, don't you?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, so I'm so excited to show you my Mediterranean flatbread.
Okay.
And then what we're gonna do to add it into this Moroccan meal is actually use like a Moorish rub for the spice on top. So let's get started. This is so easy. All we're gonna add is some flour,
Now,
about a cup and a half.
Is this a levated flatbread or is this a flatbread?
This is a flatbread.
Okay.
I can almost not say that. Like a crispy cracker,
Yes.
almost like a chip.
Okay,
So,
good.
Cup and a half of flour. You're gonna keep some on the side for rolling it out later. We're gonna add some sugar, a little bit of sugar, some salt and pepper.
Now, where did you get this recipe? Is this something that you created?
This is like a traditional Mediterranean flatbread, and you can spice it to go with whatever meal that you would like.
Sure.
So if you want to, you can definitely make like a Mexican one with, some Mexican flavors. You can do, I do Italian a lot and add like, a garlic and basil.
All right.
So we're gonna add a little bit of olive oil. Okay, and you're just gonna mix and mix and mix. Now we're gonna add the water because this is gonna just bind it all together to actually make like the dough.
Sure.
And this is super confusing, but if you're like me when I make pasta dough or whatever you make, if you add in water and it's too much, it'll get sticky, and then you add a little more flour. So you really wanna hold back because you don't want it to get so like super sticky. So I'm gonna add in some water and just start mixing. Now it's gonna start adhering together. Sure, thank you so much. It's gonna start adhering together. This is like 3/4 of a cup, but I'd be surprised if we need it. And then just keep mixing because you'll be surprised how much it'll all start to go together. And as soon as it actually makes a ball, we're gonna wrap it in plastic, put it in the refrigerator for about an hour.
And that's when the whole hydration is going to happen. That's the point of resting it in the refrigerator for that time period, is so that all the dry molecules of flour can absorb the moisture and you'll get a smooth dough.
Yes. Okay, so we have our refrigerated dough ready to go. We're just gonna cut it up and then roll it out.
Any surface when you're working with a dough, you want to make sure it's floured. Just makes it very much easier to work with.
Thank you, sir. And I'm gonna roll this out. We wanna roll it out as thin as you can get it. Again, we want that cracker-like flatbread.
And what you're looking for is to roll this as thin as possible so that when it gets in the oven at that high heat and with that beautiful pizza stone that you have, what it'll do is it'll separate into layers, and actually it'll be a little bit lighter, and when you eat it, more pleasurable.
We're gonna brush it with olive oil.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sprinkle on our Moorish rub seasoning.
And what are some of the spices in this mix?
Oh, it's so good. Cumin, coriander, black pepper, chili.
And once again, that's one of the reasons when you buy a seasoning mix, it makes your life a lot easier at home.
Yes, to find everything, right? Perfect. And you don't want to be chintzy with it because the flavor really comes out on this bread, but it's that cracker-like. So you want to have it, salty to the tongue, kind of. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna put this on the pizza stone and bake it about 20 minutes at 400 degrees.
And here we are, Terry, with the big reveal. As I said about the tagine early, the beautiful thing is, besides the beautiful tagine, is you cook in it and you serve in it. And there's also the ultimate wow factor.
Looks so good.
Yeah, let's just brighten it up a little bit for service. A little fresh parsley over the top.
Beautiful.
And this is our lemon and olive chicken.
beautiful. Let's tell everyone about the couscous we.
Today I cooked it up with, steamed it actually with chicken stock and dried apricots and little slivered almonds over the top.
We'd like to give a huge thank you to Oil and Vinegar for these awesome new Mediterranean products, not to mention the tableware and Tagine. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to dig in.
Let's dig in.
This looks so good. Don't forget to go to Between the Eats YouTube channel and subscribe. Visit betweentheeatstv.com for the recipes.